Welcome. Today I bring you the preview of the next chapter of The Ambassador's Daughter. Sanjar said that even though he gave up on love, he wants to become a father, and that's why he agreed to get married. So Elvan was happy and went to call Halise. Then they used the list Elvan had made to ask for a divorce to choose Sanjar's future wife. Sanjar complained that they wanted him to marry someone he doesn't know. So Halise tells him that she knows he wants a modest woman. So Sanjar says he wants her to be a virgin. So Halise said that Manek fits what he and she want. So she plans to arrange the marriage. Sanjar, irritated, agrees and asks them to leave. Nair, upon hearing the story, is surprised that Sanjar chose someone from the list. But Elvan assures that who chose Manek was Halise. Since Sanjar didn't even see the list, Nair sadly comments that Sanjar's requirement was that his wife be a virgin, since precisely the reason he threw her out was because she lost her virginity even if it was in an abuse. Zara and Elvan are shocked. So Nair explains to them that Akin abused her on her 18th birthday. So they both lament. Nair tells them that Sanjar didn't believe what Akin did to her. Elvan can't believe that Sanjar did that. But Nair assures him that Sanjar didn't believe her and threw her out the day they got married. And then Sanjar married another woman, but now he has her locked up there with Manek. So the love and the legend they believe in is a lie, and they should accept it as soon as possible. Sanjar, who has heard everything, leaves in tears, while Elvan and Zara are shocked. Then they accompany Nair to Kavruk's room, where Melik is sleeping. Nair goes to sleep, while Sanjar goes to cry in the stable. Nair calls Geddes to ask him how he is and why Sanjar hit him. Geddes asks him if he talked to Sanjar about it. Nair replies that he asked him to, but Sanjar didn't want to answer. So he wanted to ask him too. Geddes says it was because he tried to help her out of the mansion. So Nair laments that because of her asking him to take her home, Sanjar hit him. Geddes assures her that if she really wants to get out of there, he is willing to do everything he can to get her out of that place. Nair says she knows that. But she has decided to make the mansion a hill, even though it hasn't turned out well. Since now that she has told Zara and Elvan the truth about the day Sanjar kicked her out, she fears they will be angry. Geddes asks her not to worry about it, as it was time for them to find out everything. Nair worries that Sanjar will get hurt, but Geddes tries to encourage her. Nair asks her what she wanted to talk about when they saw each other. Geddes says that the next day he will get her out of the mansion and then they will talk in person. Nair tells her that she doesn't plan to run away, so Geddes gets angry and asks her why now she wants to stay. When she always tries to run away when there is something she doesn't like. And if it is that she is afraid to separate from the house or Sanjar. Nair says it is not like that, but she wants to punish him for having her locked up there. She also asks if there is any way to get out, since there are many guards. Geddes tells her that it is not something possible, but things will change. The next day Elvan goes to Geddes' house, who the night before asked him for help to save Nair. Elvan tells him that he will help him to get Nair and Melik out of the mansion, but on the condition that he doesn't declare his love and that he takes her to a safe place where Sanjar and Akin can't find her. Plus she doesn't want him to be with Nair, and asks him about the plan. Geddes tells him that he will take Yaya to Sanjar for interrogation, and while they are busy they will start with the kidnapping. So then he will call her, so Elvan agrees. Sanjar goes to see Karaman to complain to him for going to see Nair at the mansion. Karaman says that he likes Nair, so Sanjar, without saying anything, angry, sits next to him. Geddes takes Yaya and Loki to the port, to meet Sanjar and Karaman. Meanwhile Sanjar apologizes to Karaman for blaming him for helping Akin. Karaman replies that he understands, since it must be hard to accept that his brother is a traitor. At that moment Yaya arrives, so Sanjar hits him, claiming him for what he did. Geddes asks him to let Yaya speak, who swears he did nothing and as his brother he should trust him. Complaining about believing what Karaman said about him, Sanjar yells at him that Akin sent him money and asks him where Akin is. Yaya tells him he doesn't even know Akin. Geddes says that even though he doesn't know him, he worked for him. Sanjar asks Yaya how Akin tricked him and if he blackmailed him with something, as he can't believe he is so evil, and demands that he reveal what Akin's hideout is. Yaya says he didn't help Akin, but since everyone thinks he is guilty, he would help Akin. Sanjar beats him and threatens to kill him. Yaya yells at him that if he doesn't believe him he will kill him, and if he can't do it, leave him alone. Yaya leaves angry and Sanjar, furious, wonders how his brother could do that to him and orders Loki to follow Yaya. so he can find a kin. Loki accepts and leaves. Geddes tells Sanjar that now he will go to save Nair, so Sanjar threatens him and Geddes leaves. Sanjar gets a call from Zara where he tells him that Melek wants to go to the olive trees. Sanjar says that he can take her and that he will get there soon. After hanging up, Zara tells Elvan and Nair that the Melek issue is resolved. Melek complains that they are always running away from Sanjar. She says that she is angry with him but she is tired of running away. Nair replies that they are not running away from Sanjar. They will go to their own house and they will be protected there. So he says goodbye to her, saying that they will see each other later. Zara takes Melek. While a truck arrives at the mansion, Elvan receives it. Hassan claims Elvan for asking for firewood in a truck. But she says that nothing will happen because it will be only for a moment and there are many guards. So Hassan agrees to bring the firewood in. Gulsier goes to call all the guards to help with the firewood, and once the way is clear he helps Nair to leave. So Nair meets Geddes. He asks her how she is. So Nair replies that she will be better when she gets home. Geddes helps her to get into the car. Nair thanks Gulsier for his help and leaves with Geddes. Sanjar arrives at the olive trees, where he finds Yahya, who asks him if Karaman believed everything. Sanjar smiles and nods, for which Yahya is glad. Sanjar remembers the day when Elvan told him what happened with Yahya and Akin, where he went to see Yahya, who immediately upon seeing him swore that he didn't do anything and that he didn't know Akin. Sanjar told him that his flaw was always doubting, hurting those he loves, but that time he was trying to trust, since he doesn't believe Karaman. Sanjar asked him what Manek has to blackmail him, so Yahya revealed to him about Dudu. Sanjar asked him if he is cheating on Elvan, but Yahya said no, but he was close to making that mistake, and when Manek found out he started threatening to tell Elvan, so he didn't know what to do. Yahya asked him how they were going to be able to prove that Karaman is guilty, so Sanjar asked Elvan to pretend that he never went to see Yahya. Yahya and Sanjar talk about how they pretended to be angry to make Karaman let his guard down to follow him and catch Akin. Sanjar instructs Yahya to keep pretending to be fighting, so Yahya agrees and hugs him touchingly. Loki is watching at Karaman's house, and sees Manek arriving. Salen receives Manek and takes her to Akin. Akin introduces himself to Manek and tells her that he is the one who wants to take Nair away from her, and that's why he needs her help. Manek excitedly asks him if he is the one who kidnapped Nair and shot her, and takes his hand, happy to collaborate with him. Loki sees them from afar angry. Sanjar comments that soon Melek will arrive and asks Yahya to apologize to her for what he did to her. Yahya accepts and asks if Zara will bring her. Sanjar says yes, then remembers that the night before Nair told Zara and Elvan the truth, so he worries, as Zara should be angry with him, so he panicked calls her, but Zara doesn't answer, so Sanjar calls Elvan, asking him to say he didn't help Nair leave, but Elvan claims to have kicked Nair out unfairly years ago and lied that she had left him. Geddes takes Nair to the beach. She asks him why he took her there and asks him what he wanted to tell her the other day. Geddes tells her that he has always been very relaxed, that he does what he wants, without worrying about anything, but that everything changed since she came into his life, because she managed to be important to him, that he has listened to her and wants her to be happy. Nair says she knows that. Geddes says that a time has come when he crossed the border and wants her to appreciate him too. Nair says she appreciates him. Then Geddes comments that he never thought of saying what he is going to say and that it will make him Sanjar's enemy, and that now that he has antagonized Sanjar to the point of doing things he swore not to do, he doesn't recognize himself, but that he is in love with her, so Nair is astonished. And so we end this preview, until next time.